Previously on One Life to Live.
If Ace is guilty, then I guess that means you're innocent. Proving that is the right thing to do.
Well, I'm glad you've finally shown your face, Commissioner.
Why does this keep happening?
Hope I didn't upset her. I started talking about Ben.
He's here.
What?
Okay. All right, Detective, I demand that you arrest Bo Buchanan and charge him with assault. That assault against me.
You can demand whatever you want. I take my orders from the commissioner.
Okay. Well, now that sounds like a conflict of interest to me, doesn't it?
John, do what you have to do. If you have to arrest me, go ahead and do it.
No one's arresting anyone. Not until I've heard both sides of the story.
How about it, Commissioner, where have you been for the last week? Where have you been?
You've been in hiding. We all just relax. Just relax for just a minute, okay? Now, I understand that during my absence, R.J. Gannon brought charges against me, and I didn't know that before I took off. Otherwise, I would not have taken off, but I'm back, so I'll answer it.
When, Commissioner?
Right now. I'd like to begin by saying...
Please don't say another word.
Hey, so did you get the aces?
Oh, yeah. But there was something missing. Something called Asa.
What? Where'd he go?
I don't know. Max took him somewhere before I even had a chance to talk to him. It was a great idea, too. Me working under that roof, winning Asa over. You can't change a guy's mind if his body isn't there.
No, it's not your fault. Just things aren't really going too well for me.
So, we try something else.
We? Are you sure about this, about us working together?
Oh, are you saying you don't want my help?
No, that's not what I'm saying. It's just, I don't know. Why get you in trouble if it's pointless? I mean, over and over, I think I see a way out of this mess, and every time I go for it, something or someone, it just slams a door in my face.
So what? Look, Will, this is one door that we can open again. Ace is somewhere. And with a little time and a little digging around...
I don't have time. My trial starts in less than 2 weeks, and after that, I will have time, 10 to 20 years in Statesville.
You don't know that.
Yeah, well, I know this, that Ace is gone because he wants to be, and no one's just going to tell us where he is.
You're right. No one's going to tell us where Asa is, or how to get to him. But they might tell Jessica.
No. Don't even think about it.
You still haven't reached Kevin?
Nope. Just a stupid answering machine with the same stupid message.
You know what? It's probably nothing to worry about. I mean, remember Mom made such a big deal about him running the banner just like she would? So he's probably out working on a story.
Yeah, a story so big that he can't be here for Mom?
Well, I'd bet she'd be fine with that.
Yeah. She would, wouldn't she? I guess there is a big story out there. Bo disappearing without a trace. I don't know, Jess. Seems like there's a lot of that going around.
What's going on? You still haven't reached Kelly?
Nope. It's weird. I mean, you'd think she'd at least leave me a message on my answering machine, you know? She hasn't even checked in at work.
Right. Well, I mean, what's a big story for the banner is a big story for the Sun, so I'm sure they're working on the same story, right?
Yeah. Makes sense, doesn't it? One heck of a story.
Okay, kids, we have our juicy little confession on tape, and now for the video portion of our program. Oh my God, wait, do you have enough tape? Okay, good. I know this might hurt Joey, and even our two little friends here on Candid Camera, but you guys have got to know it's better that he finds out now than after the wedding.
Hell out here. Can anybody hear me? Can't open up this door. I gotta get to my mother, like, right now.
Are you desperate to get to Vicky? Are you desperate to get away from me?
We'll be moving into the OR any minute. The sedative should be kicking in. Feel it? Round trip ticket to dreamland.
Are you acting as the commissioner's lawyer?
He's innocent. Why does he need a lawyer, Miss Buchanan?
Do you know where Mr. Buchanan's been hiding?
Now, wait a minute. The commissioner was about to make a statement. And if you're not representing him, I think we'd all like to hear what he was about to say.
And I'd like you to shut up.
Some things never change.
What are we doing anything before I got here?
What are you doing here?
I came down here as soon as I found out what was going on. You and I need to talk about what you're going to do next, before you do it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that offer, but I really don't think it's necessary.
I think you should think again.
Listen, you've been accused of aggravated assault. Now, that's serious. And we spend half our time advising suspects of their rights. Don't you think the police commissioner deserves the same break?
All right, fine. Let's just do it all by the book.
Yeah.
Are you coming, counselor?
Mr. Gannon,
Contact the commissioner's ex-wife. Is that how she can come here?
No comment.
Can you tell us what is this for?
The commissioner will talk to you after he's been advised by his attorney. That's all I have to say. Thank you very much.
That's not actually a novel. How did something so absurd get so far?
I think you have to ask RJ. He's the one pressing the charges.
Oh, well, I plan on having a nice long chat with the junior Mr. Gannon, starting with a very scary description of the penalties for filing false police reports. You and I both know you didn't assault RJ.
I think that only one of us knows that, Nora. And it's not me.
Bo?
I had words with RJ. Actually, it was a lot more than words. I went over the line. Way over. And I was wearing a badge when it happened, so there you have it. I think you were wasting your time coming down here because I'm guilty.
Well, I really think that's up to a judge and a jury to decide, don't you? And in the meantime, you have the right to remain silent.
Or I have the right to talk if I want to. And I do want to. I think we all have to face the consequences of our actions. That's exactly what we tell every perp that we pull through this place. Those words aren't going to mean much if I don't live up to them myself, right?
No, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna let you do this.
Am I trying to get away from you? Yes, I'm trying to get away from you.
Well, it's good of you to be honest.
Well, what other choice do I have? I mean, I can't lie to you. You just end up seeing right through that. I spend the night next to you like this. It makes me feel things that I don't want to feel. Makes me want to...
It's okay. You can say it.
No, I can't say it, Kelly. I have no right to say it any more than I have a right to feel it, and I don't have any right to do that at all.
Well, isn't this completely unfair? You're worried about your mother, and you need a friend more than ever.
And the one person you're trapped with can never be your friend again.
That's not true. You could be my friend. You and Joe get married.
Oh, really? Kevin, who are you kidding, really? I mean, you don't see this, do you? You don't see it. I can't touch you. I'm afraid to touch you. Because if I touch you, then maybe something's gonna happen, you know? We both know that kiss at the crossroads wasn't really goodbye.
No, it has to be. It has to be.
We're trapped. Don't you get it? You're gonna be my brother-in-law. We'll be going to family functions. We will be taking photos together, standing right next to one another. You know, I don't know about you, but I'm failing this test big time. And the closer we stand at one another, the longer...
You're failing this test, I'm failing this test. And this test is not nearly as hard on you or me as the test that my mother is facing right now. If she can face up to that, then what's our excuse?
I'm sorry, I know you're frightened for her, I know.
Yes, here we go. They made me look like a fool. They called me a liar. Now we're gonna see who the real liars are. And so will Joey.
Okay, let's see if those drops have taken effect. Time to go. And the other eye.
This is going to take much longer.
You have to sit still and do as you're told. Now, why are doctors always the worst patients? It's going to be a while longer, Ben. I need those pupils dilated enough to make sure there's no subretinal fluid collection.
Yeah, in other words, you need a widener so you can stick your head in there and look around.
Yeah, that'd work. I did get you scheduled for a CAT scan, but the earliest I could get was 6 p.m.
6 p.m.?
Yeah.
They get me back for all those college poker games?
Listen, you can go home after the eye exam if you want to and then come back. But just make sure you're here at 6 because the CAT scan is important, okay? I know you.
Okay.
All right? I'll be with you shortly.
All right, thanks, Todd.
This will all be over soon. Just think about something you love and the beautiful life ahead. Think nothing but that.
What'll it be, Blondie?
Well, this is all pretty typical for the land people need department.
Hate to bother you, John. It's all right, Counselor. That's why I'm here, to be bothered. It's like the taxpayers are going to get their money's worth this afternoon.
You're listed on this report as one of the witnesses. I don't see your statement on file.
Jared, the only thing I witnessed that night was an obnoxious loudmouth with a hunger for publicity and revenge. It looks like he's still not satisfied.
Yeah, looks like the good old boy system is in full effect in Landview. I mean, come on. I get beaten up. The police commissioner beats me up in a room full of cops, right? Trained observers who all manage to see nothing. And then the same commissioner takes off. He's on the run, just disappears, and the entire LPD can't dig him up anywhere.
But he did turn himself in.
Yes, he did. But who shows up just moments later? As if someone here knew the commissioner was going to turn himself in, huh? That good old gal, the commissioner's attorney, who just happens to be his ex-wife. And would you believe, is a close personal friend of our own DA. And his ex-wife, too. Now, I'm all for family values,
I
but
want to
this
talk
is...
to you now. Over here. Get these people out of here. Every reporter, I want them out of here now. You are pushing it, RJ. What do you think you're going to get out of this?
Well, since respect seems to be out of the question, how about a little justice?
By punishing Bo? That's not justice, and you know it. And as for respect, you've always been a little slow on the uptake, RJ. Respect isn't something people give you. It's something you earn. And so far, you don't even come close.
I mean it, Bo. I'm not going to let you go out there and hang yourself out of some misplaced sense of guilt.
I told you what I did.
What did you do? Really, I'd like to see the medical reports on RJ's injuries. I really would. Somehow or other, I don't think his dancing days are over.
That's not the point. I went over the line.
You were pushed over the line. And I bet I could get a whole bunch of witnesses I need to prove it. Really, just give me a name. If someone was at Rhodey's.
I was at Rhodey's. I saw exactly what happened from the best seat in the house. And that's the story that I want to tell, and I don't want to put a lawyer's spin on it.
Would that be worse than RJ's spin that he's going to put on it? Most honorable man in Landview turns renegade cop, lives above the law? Come on, I know Bo Buchanan better than that. And so do you.
I know what I did.
Oh, you know, actions are subject to interpretations, but why is it that you insist on picking out the worst one? Why? Wait, you want to be punished?
I just want to tell the truth.
Regardless of the consequences.
Nora, I think you should understand that better than anybody.
You're mad at me, aren't you, still? You are. You're mad at me, and that's why you won't let me help you.
No. No, I was. I was mad at everybody. Especially myself, and I think that's why I went after RJ. And that's why I took off. But I think all that anger now, it's out of my system. It's like a fever. It broke.
Well, I got to admit, you do seem different.
Disappearing, it really hasn't helped all my problems that I have that are taking place out there in that squad room right now, but I think it's something I really needed.
Wherever she is now, she's feeling no pain.
Is out there. We don't want to keep it waiting.
No, Ben, I can't. I'm sick.
That was just a bad dream. This is what's real. You and me. No anger, no hate, just love. Our love. Come with me, Blondie. We have a whole lifetime ahead of us. Could you tell me what room she's in? Risk losing you again? Not a chance, Blondie. You're stuck with me. You'll never get away from me now.
Why would I want to when I feel this way?
And how's that?
Oh, man. I
feel like I'm on top of the world.
Oh, careful. I hear the air is kind of thin up there.
I am so happy.
Get used to it. My official job is to make you happy for the rest of your life. I want you to have everything, Blondie.
I already have everything.
I'm sorry, there's no Vicky Carpenter here.
I'm right about this, Will, and you know I am. If Max is gonna play Asa's guard dog, then we're never gonna get anywhere. But Jessica still can.
Aren't you the same guy that you told me that you didn't want to use Jess?
Look, there's no other way.
Okay, so then we ask her to set up her own grandfather? No. Forget it. You know, Jessica has been through hell, and it's because of me, and I'm not going to ask her to do this. I love her way too much.
Wait a minute, like I don't? You heard her, man. She doesn't want to run away anymore. And you know what? Maybe it's time we all stop running. I ran to New York, you ran to Roseanne for help, and Jessica ran from herself. And now you're telling me that you want to run away from your last chance at justice? Huh? Fine. Go ahead, man. But don't tell me that you're doing this out of love. Because I know what it's like to love Jessica. That's why I'm helping you, man. To help her.
Joey, can I ask you something? If Mom were here, I'd ask her, but
Go
she's...
ahead, Jess.
I know you trust Grandpa, right? And so did I, you know, but...
Did?
Yeah. I'm starting to believe Will's story. Grandpa hates Will so much that he wants him to go to prison, so he set him up. Is that an awful thing to say?
It's an awful thing to do.
So what, you think he could have done it?
Look what he did to Kevin. All right? I love Grandpa too, but you know how he gets when he thinks he's protecting the family.
I don't understand why it took me so long to figure this out. I mean, you knew, Kevin knew, Mom knew. That's what's going on between her and Ben, right?
Look, Jess, you didn't want to think badly of Grandpa, and you know what? That gives credit in my book.
Well, I loved him. And I thought that meant I could trust him, but you know what? I can't. Just because you love somebody and just because they love you, it doesn't mean that they won't lie to you. Or that they're lying to you the whole time.
Do you have any idea how difficult it's going to be to share a family together and not be able to share a life? But that's what we have to do.
Kevin.
No, that's what we have to do. Family photos. You're going to stand on the other side of the room. And when I have a holiday, I go to London and spend it with my father. Matter of fact, I would move there if that's what it took to have to stay away from you. You feel this right here? This is about as close as we can ever be ever again. Because I don't want my brother to be looking at you and me when we're in his presence, or to be wondering about you and me when we're not. Because it would kill him. And I would lie
lie to the world, and I would lie to you, and I would lie to me to keep that from ever happening. You understand?
I promise I'm gonna make him happy. I'm gonna make him happy. And he's gonna be happy. I've promised your mother that I'd stay by his side, that I'd make him a good wife, and that I'd be the mother of his children. I'm gonna keep that promise.
That's good. Okay. That's good, because it's gonna make you happy. I mean, Joey, you guys are perfect. And I'm gonna see to it that nobody stands in the way of the two of you being happy, okay? I swear that. I swear to you. I swear. I swear. Okay.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
I got you now. Good.
Chris, I don't want any help that's gonna hurt Jess. Not from you, not from anybody. If that's what it takes, then I'll just deal with things by myself.
Like you've done so far. Will, if you go to trial today, you'll lose. You lose big.
Maybe I won't go to trial. The DA made me an offer. 5 years instead of 20. And if I take it, then that means that Jess...
No, don't even think about it.
Joey.
Joey. Is your mother here? What makes you think that?
Forget it. I think I'm losing my mind. Forget it. Wow, you're still here. That must be a good friend. The one you're visiting.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's a pretty good friend. What about you? A bump on your head? Okay, it seems like they're keeping you here for a long time.
You know what? My doctor's test crazy. Next stop is a CAT scan.
So how'd that happen?
Let's just say your grandfather tried to reach the green in 2, and I got in his way.
You mean Grandpa hit you?
Yeah, man's got a swing like Tiger Woods.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry. You know, when Dad adopted me, he made me feel like Buchanan was a name to live up to. And now Grandpa makes me feel like it's a name to live down. There's nothing you can do, you know? I mean, family's family. And if you want to try and escape them, forget it. You can't. So I guess this feud with Asa is the real reason why you and my mom aren't together anymore, isn't it? I better get going. You know, she's not going to be happy when she hears Grandpa hit you with a cane.
Look, please don't mention it to her, okay? My battles with your grandfather has upset your mother enough. I'm not going to upset her anymore, wherever she is.
When you offered me bubbly, I was expecting
This?
Oh, my goodness. This is like a dream. I want it and I get it. I wish this didn't have to end.
Does it?
Well, that's it then. Nice work, everyone. We're done. Except for the waiting.
Could you care for a cunning cottage? We could share the world with hard mush. 'Cause I have got a crush, my baby, on you.
I took off on the bike, I really wasn't headed anywhere in particular. I was just looking for a road out of town, out of my life.
Did you find it?
Yeah. And I was riding fast enough that I left all my anger in the dust, and I went far enough away that all my problems seemed to look smaller and smaller in my rearview mirror. And finally, they didn't seem any bigger than everybody else's, and made it easier to turn around, come back and face them. And face my punishment.
Bo, don't you think that the punishment should fit the crime? I mean, really, do you think that you deserve to spend hard time in Statesville for roughing RJ up? Especially when you were provoked?
Yeah, but I let myself be provoked. You know, I blew it. I mean, I lost control.
Oh, God. Bo, that's why you want to be punished, because you lost control? Not because you beat RJ up, but because you lost control? You let yourself go? Is that it? That for once in your life you didn't keep your heart hermetically sealed? That you had a human moment? Oh my goodness gracious, you had an unbo moment. Guess what? It happens to the best of us. Just now and again. But the last time I checked, being human wasn't a felony in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
The charges are aggravated assault.
Mm-hmm. And I bet I could find a whole bunch of witnesses that would testify to mitigating circumstances. Bo, I could get you acquitted if you just shut up your mouth and let me. Oh, you're just...
Why are you doing this?
I'd do it for anyone in your position.
Yeah, but I'm not just anyone.
Well, we certainly have had a crazy relationship. But, you know, I figure you're in a heck of a mess and I'm a heck of a lawyer.
And a lousy liar. So why don't we take it again from the top? Why are you doing this? Why are you so eager to defend me?
What do you think, Tom? Okay. All right, great. Detective, would you care to speculate on what's going on at the commissioner's office right now?
No, get that away from me.
Oh, come on, John.
No.
Give me a break here. Come on, Tom.
RJ, however this works out, you should know that there's going to be a cop on your tail 24/7. So if you so much as spit in Lantano County, it's going to be my great pleasure to have you arrested.
Well, now, is that a threat or just police procedure? It's so hard to tell the difference in Landview.
No, actually, it's a fact, you moron. Look, we both know what's going on here. Day is gone, you're mad as hell, and you're looking to burn somebody.
Easy, John, easy. You don't want to do anything you live to enjoy.
Bro, nobody knows better than I do how much you've lost. The child you had, the child you could have had, Lindsay. I'm responsible for most of those things, the wedding, and everything that happened afterwards, leading up to and including your bout with RJ.
That had nothing to do with you. I was just in a take no prisoners mood.
Right, I didn't help you get there at all. I mean, RJ may have struck the match, but I'm the one that soaked your psyche in kerosene. Please, Bo, please let me defend you. I don't want to see you lose your freedom on top of everything else. That I could not stand. And that is the truth.
whole truth.
Okay, what did I leave out?
What you were going to tell me that night that I took off. What was the truth that you had found at that time?
Well, there you have it. We can't even stand next to each other. What more proof do you need? Can you imagine what my mother would do if Joey found out about this? And all the while she's trying to recover from breast cancer?
It won't happen again. Come on, let's go, let's go. Hi.
So is it over?
Is my mother okay?
Everything went smoothly. They'll be bringing your mother back down here shortly.